tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wentz on third down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Wentz now on first down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Indy. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Throwing now is Wentz. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And some room to maneuver. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell. 55 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Throwing now is Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A 1st down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
They'll run with Mostert.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
Flushed out right.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on second down, Lance. Oh, a great grab by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for the Niners.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hines. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. On second and goal. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the 45 on second down, Lance. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Wentz now on 1st down. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle there to make the grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Left side, Doyle with it. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short. But give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately.
Jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I broken the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. Yeah, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.